Hi, my name is Tyler Schleger, and I'm a Detroit Lions fan. Since I was younger, I was a Lions fan because I played for the Pee Wee team in my town. They were called the Lions. And I know everyone here has their own allegiances, like the Giants, Steelers, Eagles. I'm sure most of you are. I know we have some Patriots fans, maybe a Bears fan, but I'm not really concerned about that. I'm just more concerned about giving you a second favorite team, or anybody that's undecided having a team. Next slide, please. Forward downfield. The Lions in recent history have been a terrible team. Got Matt Millen, one of the possibly worst general managers of a team ever. Actually went to a rival high school of mine. I'm not a fan of that. You got one of his first picks, Joey Harrington, lasted like 3 years in the league. Another one, Charles Rogers, like 2 years in the league, drug issues, went out. Mike Williams down there took his senior year off college, got drafted in the first round, lasted a year or so, injured, took 2 years off, came back with Seattle where he was kind of successful. The highlight of his tenure as a general manager of the Lions was the 2008 season, as you can picture in the bottom left, where they played 16 games, lost all of them. Got a fan down there who was embarrassed to show his face as a Lions fan. My senior year, did not wear a single Lions shirt or anything, because that was when they lost everything. Next slide, please. After that season, they basically totally cleaned house. Changed their logo, changed their jerseys, hired a new coach, Jim Schwartz, who was formerly a Tennessee Titans defensive coordinator, and promoted Martin Mayhew, who was Matt Millen's assistant. Next slide, please. They've also had very successful draft picks, as you can see. Matthew Stafford up there, the quarterback. You got Brandon Pettigrew, tight end, and Ndamukong Suh, one of the most imposing defensive tackles in the league. Has attitude problems, but we still love him. You got Javid Best, an electrifying running back. Also has injury issues, but hey. Nick Fairley was injured last year. Can't really do much about it. And we also picked up Riley Reef from Iowa in the draft this year. Now that I look at that, that is one big jersey. Next slide, please. We also, obviously, got really talented young players like Ndamukong Suh after he blocked a potential game-winning field goal in Oakland last year. Stephen Tulloch, who has 586 career tackles, including 111 last year. Got him Tebowing after sacking Tim Tebow against Denver last year. Louis Delmas, one of the rising young safeties in the league. Cliff Averill, defensive end, who had his career year last year, eventually getting franchised by the Lions, which means you get paid about as an average, the average salary of the top 5 paid defensive ends in the league. And on offense, we got Javid Best down there in the corner. Like I said, one of the most electrifying running backs, has concussion issues. Matthew Stafford, quarterback, hero. Calvin Johnson, best wide receiver in the game, bar none. And, as mentioned before, Brandon Pettigrew, tight end. Next slide, please. They've also had very successful comebacks in games, such as the 2009 Cleveland Browns game where they were down, 24-10 at the end of the first quarter. Matthew Stafford leads the Lions in a comeback. Second last play of the game, Stafford throws up a Hail Mary, hurts his non-throwing shoulder. Backup quarterback comes in the game after pass interference penalty, ball is at the goal line. Backup quarterback Dante Culpepper comes in. Cleveland calls a timeout. Stafford evades every single doctor, as seen in the picture, and comes in and throws a game-winning touchdown to Brandon Pettigrew. Calvin Johnson up here, Dallas game, put the team on his back and scored 2 touchdowns after the defense let it come back by picking off Tony Romo 3 times for two touchdowns. At the Minnesota game this year, where Minnesota was up 20-0 at halftime, Lions stormed back, win 26-23 in overtime. And also our Carolina game this year, where the Panthers led at beginning of the second quarter, they led 24-7. Lions come back, led by Kevin Smith in the picture there, win 49-35. Next slide, please. This year, no matter which game, which football game you buy this summer, there will be a Detroit Lion on the cover. You got Calvin Johnson on the cover of Madden over there, and Barry Sanders on the cover of NCAA in the orange. I believe this is the first time ever where there has been a line on both covers, and well, this is the first time ever there's a line on one cover, let alone two. And this is the first time ever two players from the same team have ever been on both covers. Next slide, please. I'm asking you to watch a Lions game. There's 5 games on national television this year. Got one on week 2 against the 49ers. Again, one on October 22nd against the Bears on ESPN, which is Monday Night Football. Got a Thanksgiving game against Houston, their normal Thanksgiving game. Also got the game against the Packers and against the Falcons the weekend before Christmas. Thank you, and go Lions.
Thank you, Tyler.